Welcome to Pro Tools Expert, my name's Dan Cooper. We're back with another 15-minute mix challenge video. In these videos, I try to mix as much of a song as possible in 15 minutes using specific plugin bundles. And in this video, I'm going to be using plugins found in IK Multimedia's new Total Studio 2 Max bundle. There's a lot in this bundle, and I'm not going to be able to cover all of the plugins in this or instruments. Instead, I'm going to be using plugins that I use regularly in my workflow. Like other mix challenge videos that I've produced, I've already got a static mix going, and I've put some plugins in places where I believe they're going to work the best. And yeah, let's have a little listen to the song without any processing, and then we'll start that clock and see where we end up. So cool kind of funk track, live drums, electric guitars, DI bass, lead vocal.
She's got those soft feet, the kind that dance on hot, hot sand, yo. The earth is just rolling between her toes. Do you know the smooth ankles? Ah, blessed.
Okay, let's jump along to another part of the song where things change up a little bit, like the chorus.
So I set sail with just the three fingers.
Got a couple of guitars going on here. Clean and a wah.
So true, a beauty so pure is the cure for all of our sickness. Heat gets higher. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? What's inside of you?
Backing vocal arrangement.
A good vibe collides with you.
The outputs of these sent to a stereo aux. Same with the drums. Outputs of all of those going to a stereo aux. Electric guitar solo. And it gets quite interesting over here. Bit of piano, some percussion. Very sparse track this.
Do you feel fine?
Jump over to another section.
Hey, yeah. Over the hills and far away.
Okay, so you get an idea what this track is all about. Now I'm going to be jumping around this quite a lot, as I've only got 15 minutes, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. So let's start the clock, and I'm going to jump straight in on those drums. Now they're well recorded, great drummer, great sounding kits. Couple of little problems in it though. Snare drum. Little bit of a ring in there. Let's use this Equal, IK Multimedia's most recent EQ plugin. Quite nice. Does the job. See if we can bring that ring out. See by boosting a band's. Something like that. Let's just pull it back. Scooping it, but it helps get rid of that ring. Got different types down here. This is what makes this plugin quite unique. It's nice. You can put another band in by just double clicking. Changed shape over here to a low cut. Something like that. Before. Yeah, tidied it up a little bit. How about the kick drum? Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of this. We've got a kick in and a kick out. Kick in. Again, let's go for equal. See if we can get a little bit more of a click in it. It's nice. Let's have a muck about with some of these. IK Modern 2. Yeah, like that. Now let's move across now to the bus. Let's EQ the whole picture of the drums. And I'm going to use this, the EQ PG. Very nice, this API sort of style EQ. And what's nice about this is you'll hear when I take it out of bypass, just running audio through this flat adds tone. It adds a little bit of grit. Let me show you. It also adds volume, mind, but yeah, listen to this. It's subtle, but it definitely does something. So let's give it a bit of air. Let's put the bass in for context as well for the minute. Nice. Let's put the preamp circuit in as well for a little bit of added grit. Before. Done a nice job there. Now, let's get some compression going. Let's use this, the vintage compressor. Take that out of bypass, it's already squishing there. Don't want it to do too much. Muck about the timing. Let's back the input off a bit. Before. Excellent. Let's move across now to the bass guitar. We'll just put it in solo for the minute. It's just DI, so nothing really exciting. It's a safe sound. So let's use AmpliTube to put some life and energy back into this bass. So let's take it out bypass. Default is an electric guitar amp. Don't really want that. Let's have a look under the presets. Free. I think we've got some bass amps in here. Yes, we do. Let's go for bass 1. Let's toggle through these. Sounds quite nice. Push the gain a little bit. Before. It's nice. Let's put it in with the drums and the percussion. Sounds good. Let's try and balance the drum mix and the bass. Right, let's introduce the main electric guitar. Okay, this was recorded with a microphone on an electric guitar amp, so we don't need to AmpliTube this, but sounds a little bit dry. Let's try some delay on this. Got a stereo aux track over here. Tape echo. Got a bus. Called it delay. That's being sent to the aux track over here, and as you can hear, there's some delay now on that guitar. Now let's have a little fiddle around with the delay settings. Timing. Too much? Yeah, I like something short. Yeah, that's nice. Let's just bring the send down. Just something subtle. Right, let's put the other guitar in, which would be the wah. Sounds a little bit muddy, so let's try some EQ on this Poltec style. Go back around that again. Just feels like it's getting in the way of the bass guitar a little bit too much, just because of the nature of the wah. So let's attenuate something around 100 Hz. Probably boost a little bit as well, just to help that top end of the wah cut through a bit more. That's nice. That just lets the bass sit a bit better in the mix. Let's move across now, the most important part of any mix, and that's the lead vocal. If we get this right, everything else should fall into place quite nicely. So, verse 1, lead vocal.
She's got those soft feet, the kind that dance on hot, hot sand, yo.
Alright, it's a nice sounding vocal, just sounds a little bit safe. Now let's use this, the mic room. Very cool microphone sort of emulation plugin. You put the source microphone in that you use to record the vocal with. In this case, it was a C414. We've got a long list here of microphones that we can use, so I'm going to go for that. And then we have a target microphone over here. So quite a few to choose from. Let's go for ribbon. See if we go for something a little bit darker sounding. And we've got some settings in the middle here to adjust. So we can dial in some proximity, some bottom ends. We can increase the harmonics of the target microphone as well, which is nice, and also input gain. So let's hear how this sounds.
Soft feet, the kind that dance on hot, hot sand. Yo, the earth is just rolling between her toes. Did you know how the smooth ankles?
Let's increase the proximity.
Bless the bridge for one to cross over. Baby, let me pass through.
And harmonics.
I wanna come over. Hey.
Sounds nice. It's quite subtle, I'll be honest, but it does do something that's quite pleasing to my ears. And let's go for this, the white 2A.
She's got those soft feet, the kind that dance on hot, hot sand. Yo,
Bring the gain down a bit.
is just rolling between her toes. Did you know how the smooth ankles?
Nice.
Bless the bridge for one to cross over.
Now, sometimes when you do compression, it can bring out the sibilance in the vocal. I like to put a de-esser just before compressors in case there is some sibilance coming through that I don't want. So there is a little bit here.
She's got those soft.
Let's attenuate that. So range at the bottom here. This is the T-RackS De-Esser. Amount on the left. You can see there the attenuation. I'm going to leave that be. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I first thought. Let's move across now to getting some ambience and some effects going on this vocal, just again to sort of help it sit in the mix. Now, like the delay that I've got set up here, I've got an ambience send going over here to a stereo auxiliary, and I'm using this Classic Studio Reverb. Very nice, very short sounding reverb, room style, if you will. Let's add a little bit.
She's got those soft feet, the kind that dance on hot, hot sand.
Back it off.
The earth is just rolling between her toes. Did you know how
Get in there and adjust this a little bit.
Bless the bridge for one to cross over.
Bring the decay level down a bit.
Baby, let me pass through. I wanna come over.
Just want it to tickle my ears, nothing much. I do like that. Let's put a bit on the drums. Just a bit.
Well,
Let's move across to the backing vocals now. Got 4 here to look at.
feel it. Can you feel it? Rise inside of you.
Let's just do a little bit of bus compression on these. Again, I've got the outputs of these bus to a stereo auxiliary.
Rise inside of you. Feel it. Can you feel it? Rise inside of you.
Maybe a little bit of ambience as well.
A good vibe collides with you. Explodes inside of you.
Subtle. Maybe we can push it a little bit more. I've got another stereo auxiliary over here with Classic Studio Reverb. This is a plates one. Let's have a little push of that in on the send, on the backing vocals.
Rise inside of you. Sunrise inside.
Nice.
A good vibe collides.
Turn the effects off.
Explodes. Feel it. Can you feel it? Rise inside of you. Sunrise inside.
Wonder what the lead vocal would sound like with a little bit of plate reverb as well as the short room.
Your womb, where the warm hot spirits combine. After that, do you feel fine?
Very nice. Got a shaker here. Let's just bring that in.
Your womb, where the warm hot spirits combine.
Excellent. Let's move across to this part of the song, outro.
Feel it rise inside of you. Sunrise inside.
Got a female vocal here.
Vibe collides with you.
Just do a bit of compression.
Explodes inside of you. Oh, I wanted to
Nice. Just bring the gain down.
lay beside of you. Your hair just hangs on.
Excellent. Well, that's come together quite well in not a lot of time. However, we can do a few more things to this mix over on the master. First up, let's go for this T-RackS Saturator. Tape. You get the idea. This really is a great plugin for adding some either subtle or quite extreme grit to your mix. So let's take it out of bypass, increase the gain, the output comes down as you increase the gain. And yeah, let's add some charm to this.
Rise inside of you.
Ooh, way too much already.
Rise inside. A good vibe collides with you. Explodes inside of you. Oh, I wanted to lay beside of you.
Take one was alright.
Just hangs on you.
Just a small amount.
Oh, girl, I wanted to.
Let's use that. Move across now to another sort of mastering plugin, T-RackS 1. Very nice plugin this. All simple labels here. Can't really go wrong. Let's make this a little bit more exciting.
Rise inside of you. Sunrise inside.
Push.
A good vibe collides with you. Explodes inside of you.
Right, you know what? I'm going to go back to the saturator and back this off a little bit. This is bringing out maybe too much of that grit.
Your hair just hangs so loose.
Air.
Oh girl, I wanted to.
Bass punch. More push.
Feel it rise inside of you.
Body.
Sunrise inside.
Let's bypass. There will be a level difference.
Vibe collides with you. Explodes inside of you. Oh, I wanted to.
I'll tell you what, we should actually move across to a different part of the song just to make sure this is working there as well. So let's go for the first bridge and check our meters as well. This is one of IK Multimedia's meter packages. Take it out of bypass, hold shift in Pro Tools, click on the previous plugin, this being 1, so we can look at 2 plugins at once, and let's check our meters and keep fiddling around with T-RackS 1.
Rise inside of you. Sunrise inside.
RMS and LUFS.
Good vibe collides with you. Explodes inside of you.
Nice, let's have another little look at that.
Rise inside of you.
Okay, I think we're there. We've got most of this mix in shape in under 15 minutes. Let's just do a little A-B of some sections.
She's got those soft feet, the kind that dance on hot, hot sand. Yo, the earth is just rolling between her toes. Do you know how the smooth ankles? Rise inside of you. Sunrise inside. A good vibe collides with you. Explodes inside of you. Your womb, where the warm hot spirits combine. After that, do you feel fine? Your womb, where the warm hot spirits combine. After that, lady, do you feel fine? Do you feel fine?
Anyway, I hope you guys got a good idea there of what you can do with a handful of IK Multimedia plugins. They're very cool, they sound brilliant, they don't cost the earth, they're very low on CPU, and yeah, I love them. I think they're brilliant. For more information on Total Studio 2 Max, do check out the IK Multimedia website. Hope you guys got something from this. I'm Dan from Pro Tools Expert, and I'll see you again soon.